Alrighty guys, hello, welcome to YouTube land. I'm coming in this evening with the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Review, recap. We in season 8, episode 2. You guys, it was boring. I never would think that I would come to say that the Real Housewives of Atlanta was boring. It was boring. It started off basically with the girls back at the party. Peter still going in about acting an ass. You know, he's acting an ass. And he basically told Cynthia he didn't like what she had on. And he basically told Mal, you know, he grabbed her by her neck and kind of showed her what he did to the girl. He was being a fucking jerk. And to sum it up, he basically left. And Cynthia basically said she didn't get to talk to him before he left and went to South Carolina or wherever, sports bar, sports one, or sports grill, whatever, wherever it's at. He left. So it was boring. We didn't have Peter and Cynthia to fight. We had all the girls kind of meeting up, you know, trying to find out why was this going on and that going on. It was really weird. We had Cherie and Candy meeting up, talking about, you know, what had took place. And Candy hadn't seen the girls in 7 years, and they were at Tag Boutique. They were shopping, and Cherie was asking, is Kenya always this motherfucking crazy, and what's her problem? And we had Cynthia and Phaedra, who wasn't getting along last season, who's now getting along this season, having tea. And they were talking about what took place, and basically Phaedra's still a little bit salty about how Cynthia talked about her relationship, her marriage. So Phaedra kept throwing shade and saying, oh, I'm going to be here for her, even though she wasn't there for me. Phaedra's still salty. And Phaedra was basically still taking jabs at Cynthia. You know, like your sister told us that basically y'all not getting along in the bedroom and you're not attracted to him. And Cynthia like, oh, I choose not to speak on that. So that was really weird. Very, very, very weird. We had Kenya going to see Kim Fields. And she's basically letting her know that they're both in Hollywood and whoop whoop this and whoop whoop that. And basically Kim Fields is saying, just sit in there, just sit in there. Kim Fields is basically looking at Kenya like she crazy. Like, I've been in Hollywood all my life. I've been on a lot of sitcoms. I'm not well known. I'm a director, but I don't know about all this with you. So she asks Kim Fields, would she look at the pilot and you know, would she be the director? And Kim Fields sitting there like, oh, no, it ain't gonna happen. So that was a weird, weird meeting. And it basically ended with Kenya leaving the DVD there for Kim to look it over and see, you know, could she help her, or I don't know what the fuck was going on with that. Boring. That was boring. Basically, Portia, she decides she wants to throw Duke a party to introduce him to her family, but it's a going away party. I don't know where the fuck he's going. I guess he's going to play. But as they're sitting there and they're waiting for him to get there, her team is basically not happy. Portia's team not happy with her dating anyone, you know, while they're trying to get, you know, the lingerie business going. Yeah, we know Portia is very, very dingy. Lauren is in the bathroom and she's sick. And Portia goes in there to see what's wrong with her. And that's when Lauren lets everybody know she's pregnant. She's 13 weeks pregnant. And if I can recall, Portia said, what is that, 2 months? This bitch can't even add 13 weeks, y'all. Portia, you know what? Is this, I don't know. Do they got you playing, like, I don't know. Is this a character you playing on this show? Because, I don't know. Girl, if you that dumb, something wrong, baby. And then you throwing this party for this man that you've known for 2 months. You introduce him to your mom, your grandma, and all the family and everybody and all the cast of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. You got all the girls there, and they're all sitting there like, she just met this dude, you know. Is she all right? You know, everybody looking at her crazy. And she want to present him. Even he come in and he's surprised with one of his friends to see her throwing him a party. And he's sitting there looking like, you know, and she's like, oh, I want to present you with some. And Duke's sweating and wiping his face like, what the fuck is going on? She presented him with the trophy MVP. She said, you're my trophy man. And, you know, she like all into this youngster. And I don't think this youngster is into her like that, y'all. And they showed where he had been dating transgender men or, I don't know, porn stars. I was a little bit confused on that. I don't know what was going on. This whole episode was cloudy to me, y'all. I was a little bit kind of lost on a lot of things. The best part of the episode was when Kandi and Phaedra decided to sit down and talk. Because they just been kikiing around each other. They really haven't, you know, really been hanging out with one another. And every time Todd get a chance he throw in that she owe him some money, Don Juan them having a meeting and he tell, Todd tell, well, Don Juan, you know, they having a meeting. Kandi let him know that the doctor tell her she needs to slow down some. Kandi throws on her team that she wants to open this Southern restaurant. And Don Juan is like, what? And yeah, she's like, I know Todd is going to have to help me because my team basically ain't capable. That's how she basically said it. So Todd, Don Juan is talking about the baby shower. He said, is Phaedra coming to the baby shower? And Candy's like, yeah, I hope so. So Todd say, oh, is she? Well, you know, he throws in again. Can you ask her about my money? I mean, Todd is very voiceful about this money that Phaedra owes from this video, you know. So they sit down, Kandi and Phaedra, they sit down and they have another meeting and they want to hash out what's been going on. Kandi starts crying as usual. And Phaedra, you know, she throws some tears in. But I don't know, I wouldn't trust Phaedra. I just don't trust her, y'all. Phaedra she's a cold... son, I can hear you blowing your nose. Can you go in the bathroom? Phaedra is a cold heifer, y'all. So basically, they get to hashing out and Phaedra say, I'm pissed off and upset because people coming to me in grocery store asking me, can they buy some of Apollo stuff that you got stored at your house? I didn't even know you had this shit stored at your house and the feds coming to my house looking for his assets. Kandi goes, the feds ain't coming to your house looking for no motherfucking motorcycle and no ATV. The feds coming because they looking for other things. You know what? Hand me my fries, son. They looking for other things. They ain't looking for no goddamn motorcycle and no ATV. So Kandi lets Phaedra know that, you know, Todd is pissed off and upset because he feel like you didn't pay him all his money. You owe him $8,000. Phaedra say it's only $5,000. And they kind of go back and forth about that. And it basically ends. They kind of hugged it out and made up. And Phaedra says she's going to talk to Todd because she don't want no unresolved issues about the money. In other words, she want to pay him his money, I guess. Because she want her and Kandi to become friends again, I guess. That's how Phaedra made it seem. But after Phaedra left, Don Juan comes in. He had walked in while they were talking. And then he walked out. Because he heard him crying. He heard Kandi crying. So, after they meet, Don Juan comes in and he goes, are you finished? You know, is World War IV over? And she like, no, it's not over, you know. I mean, she said, yeah, it's over. It wasn't World War IV. So, basically, Don Juan is saying, Phaedra is fake. That bitch messy. She been running around town talking about you. I hope you did not fall for that. And then Candy is sitting there second guessing herself because she thought Phaedra was sincere. But the way Don Juan made it seem like, sound like Phaedra's been talking behind Candy back and talking bad about them. Y'all, for some reason, I don't trust Phaedra. Phaedra has become this very hard person, you know. Just like she was explaining to Candy, your husband was hanging out at the strip club with my husband. In other words, she was letting Candy know he was helping spending some of that motherfucking money that bitch knew about. I don't care what she say. She knew about that money, y'all. Bullshit ain't nothing. But y'all, that's basically all that I seen that went on this episode. A lot of things went on, but it was just like quite, you know, boring. So that was my point of view of what happened tonight. Hell, they should have Cherie and Kenya on there arguing again if they wanted some ratings, because this episode is not going to get great ratings. And that's all Nene wants. She want everybody to say that they need her back. Y'all, whatever. I ain't going to even speak on it. But if you got to bring the hoe back to get the ratings up, bring the bitch back, y'all. And I just want to say thank you to S. Hutchinson for my banner she made me. I finally got it to go on, and I am so tickled pink, literally speaking, about you doing my banner, S. Hutchinson. And you guys, that's my take of what happened tonight on The Real Housewives of Atlanta. I mean, you know, maybe y'all can find a better review, but that's all I seen that happened. You guys, if you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Tiki_44, Facebook, Tiki Hickman, and I'm on the gram. And you guys, y'all have a lucky day, lucky night. Thanks for sliding through. And I'll see you guys in the next video. And you know what? Keep enjoying our videos for Non-Stop November. Good night.